Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me for your monthly Zodiac wheel reading for Scorpio, June 2021. Thank you, Great Spirit, angels and guides, for your guidance and messages for Scorpio, for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. So I will deal out 12 cards from the Lotus deck for you, Scorpio. And your first card is the Queen of Swords. This represents a very truthful woman. A significant change also is signified by this. But it's a no-nonsense energy, okay? And it does represent air sign, feminine energy, so that's Geminis, Libra or Aquarians are prominent here. Now, this is the area that governs your physical characteristics, your head and face, and your expression, how you express yourself to others, how others see you, your personality, your appearance, and your aura. So, you know, it could even be a case for you Scorpios where you feel like someone is actually getting in your face, but this person is about, you know, giving advice. So now this could be a role that you're going to find yourself in, and you're going to find that very truthful, loyal, honest characteristics are coming through. But keep that element of sensitivity would be my my thing with this showing up here, because you could sort of, you know, really cut someone quite suddenly out of nowhere, and you don't really want to open up anyone else's wounds, as you wouldn't want any of your wounds opened up. So that's what's coming through there with the Queen of Swords. Ace of Pentacles, new business ventures. There's something there that is about financial improvement. Now this can be an increase in your salary, or it could just simply be more money or opportunities, recognition, promotion, because this is symbolizing a time for change and getting your foundations more secure for the future. There is also a gift with the Ace of Pentacles appearing in your spread, and for those of you studying, this is the acknowledgement of a degree or some sort of certificate or diploma, and the hard work that it's taken, and that can lead to career changes. Now this also is backed up because it's in this area of your resources, your finances, your material worth, measure of your self-worth, your support system, your family dynamics, and your creative talents for this new business venture, this new opportunity to earn more money for yourself. This isn't necessarily, you know, someone else earning money and you benefiting from it. This is you actually earning money, and it could well be from your own creative talents too. There's invitations and celebrations also with that Three of Cups there. The number three represents growth and expansion. It's a timing card, the time of 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. And if 3 people agree, so shall it be. So the 3 vibration is a time when you can expand and give birth to life. You're also in a position to be forming close bonds and sharing good times. So there's a joyous occasion that you either are inviting other people to or you're being invited to. And there's definitely an element of fate with that, because the Wheel of Fortune is about fate and destiny, a breakthrough. The season of change is here. And even if the path to get here has been rough at times, there's a turn for the better. And the acknowledgement that life is in constant motion. But it's letting you know that you'll be in the right place at the right time. Okay? That's lovely, the Wheel of Fortune. So it's affecting your home, the country you live in, and land and property, parents, all the 4th house area here, your psychic roots, how you see yourself, are all being highlighted with this Wheel of Fortune there. Turn for the better. Juggling act, weighing things up, 2 things happening at a time with the 2 of Pentacles. And this is highlighting children, hobbies, sport, where you find your joy. The 5th house area governs good fortune, speculation, games, entertainment, and that noble part of yourself, having some nobility. And you've got the 2 of Pentacles influencing that. So yes, you are juggling life's demands, and you may feel that there's more going out than coming in and you're on a mission. There's a mission here for you to achieve success. You're willing to make the adjustments. Chance to take the load off your shoulders. You are in a position where you have to sort of tighten your budget for some of you, but you're willing to roll up your sleeves and get on with it. So this is often a sign of robbing Peter to pay Paul. There's a juggling act going on here, but it's saying with the 2 of Pentacles that okay, you may have to juggle things around, but you're on the right track to getting things more balanced and more harmony, because it has got the affinity symbol there, which is a very good sign. Nothing stays the same forever. So if you are finding that due to, it could be children, or it could be your hobby, or maybe it could even be gambling, because this is a 5th house area, that you know your finances are a bit stretched due to one or any of those realms of your life, but you're going to be able to juggle through it. Okay, so I'm feeling here with this devil showing up there for you Scorpios, you're not real happy with your work. You're feeling trapped in your working conditions, whatever they may be for you individually. But the devil card is a card of ambition and control. But it also governs temptation and lust and addiction. or someone or something having power over you. So you could be feeling that your work has the power over you. Yeah, so there is that sense of being trapped. There's also a sense of something toxic or something needing to be detoxed. So if you're feeling really burnt out due to your work life, because this is all about your working area and your co-workers, you may just need to take some time out. And this is also the health area of the wheel, so your mind, body and well-being are all being affected here as well. So be careful of addiction or being tempted into the wrong direction through false or broken promises. You can free yourself if you want. You don't have to stay shackled in that job situation, and or you can, detox your body and indeed your mind to get yourself out of that that toxic kind of situation that you find yourself in. So you may have to let go of an old lifestyle as well. But this is a really good sign that you can do that if that's something that resonates for you, because with these readings it's not necessarily whether or not you are really drawn to every single message that comes through. It's what you actually hear clearly for you. So there is freedom here and able to be moving out of a toxic situation, whether it's at work or to do with your health and well-being. Because the Eight of Wands is here, that is freedom. So you're going to get some good news to do with business partnerships, contracts, legal contracts, legal affairs, could be also in marriage. This is the arrows of love finding their mark, so a rekindling or something really nice happening for those of you that are coupled. Ooh, gifts here. Something coming to you that you haven't had to work for with the Six of Pentacles. This is a windfall sign when it appears in a spread, the Six of Pentacles, because it's about a gift arriving at the right time, a return on your investment, bonuses, promotions. Okay, so in the area of joint resources, other people's money, inheritances, legacies. So the 8th house it governs the occult, renewal, regeneration. Financially, things are regenerating here for you. Taxes and legacies. Lovely. Ace of Cups. Your cup runneth over. Aces are always about beginnings, and it's also another card that represents a gift. So there's gifts given and received here, and there's a blossoming that's coming with that. And where you're heading is blossoming, because you're at a turning point of change when something could very well fall into your lap and start off a new cycle. So in order for a new cycle to begin, there's something very significant that is coming to an end for you, Scorpios. So bless it and release it so you can step out onto that new cycle, because you're ready for things to sprout now. And here in June you could find that you're really opening your heart and there's happy news on the way. And this is about your goals, your perspective. This 9th house area governs higher education. So you may be starting a new education format, and it governs overseas travel as well, and it's where you're going and what your goals are in the future that are starting to open up here now. Another air sign card, the King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius or Libra energy. Now he is up here in the area of career, governments, what is shining over your spread, the zenith of the wheel, your life's achievement, your reputation, social status, and it could also include promotions with this Gemini man, air sign man, Libra man, or Aquarius man. One of those signs is very prominent. And there's also a element of the lawyer or policeman or judge or military or businessman. This person is a boss or a writer or a very important family member. But regardless of their occupation, they are coming from a place of friendship. So they're on your side. So there's something that is on your side. It does indicate a time for judgment. Does indicate motivation and going through a period of initiation, time to modify your temper and mental attitudes to achieve success and growth. So weighing up the pros and cons, fact checked, got to fact check things, don't go off willy-nilly, got to keep a bit of a high standard with your facts and your figures as well. So maybe finding yourself working more on that, but it is coming through as a friend with a friendly attitude. It's going to be a victorious time for you. You've got victory here with the Six of Wands, and that is showing up in your friendship groups. So you do have acknowledgement from them, and this is also the area, the 11th house, where you receive love, your hopes and wishes, your long-term objectives, the future, and being inventive and creative in that way. Okay, so victory and acknowledgement for what you've been able to achieve is being shown here when the Six of Wands appears in your spread. So you're on the path of self-confidence, self-belief, success, and receiving recognition and support from others. There's validation, and there's a job well done. So you may even be finding that you're looking into publishing something as well. So there's recognition and acknowledgement of that. And all the while coming from a place of very deep intuitive feelings. So you're really going to be trusting your instincts with all of this. And it's you and an air sign woman, the Scorpio and the air sign woman, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Very like-minded. So there's a strong feminine energy showing up here for you this month, and there's a lot of creative energy as well with all the wands, and finances are turning in your favour. So we can always do with a bit of that, can't we? Can't you, Scorpio? You deserve it. You really deserve it. Putting in a lot of hard work. You've gone without and sacrificed all along. You just got to get rid of some of that toxic behaviour or attitude that's around you, that's sort of affecting your health and your working conditions, and then you will have that freedom that you've been searching for and working towards. And gifts and rewards are all shining over you. So I'll just ask for your guardian angel for June for Scorpio. Okay, that's gone sideways, so this one wants to come out. And you've got the Angel of Faith and the number 12. And you add 1 and 2 together and you get the number 3. And 3 is the number of growth and expansion, the trinity of life. So keeping the faith about that, you've got to have the seed, and then it grows into a seedling, and then it will blossom into a plant. So you've just got to have faith that is how nature unfolds. And you are a part of nature, and having faith with that. So the guardian angel for you is the angel of faith. So if you're finding your faith being a little bit waning or weakening, ask your guardian of angel of faith to help strengthen your faith. You can also ask your guardian angel for signs. And if indeed you feel that you've gotten a sign, don't doubt it. Know that yes, that's right. Yes, you have gotten a sign. So now I will ask the angel oracle for your message. And your message here in June is yes. So you're going to get a yes answer. So thank you so much for being with me for part 1 of the wheel reading, and I will now start part 2 of the planetary transits for Scorpio through June. Part 2, planetary transits for June for Scorpio. Jupiter here is going retrograde in the 5th house of speculation, games, entertainment, the fun house, governing hobbies, sports and your love life, matters of the heart, children, and where you find your pleasure. And Jupiter expands any sign or planet that it's near, so there's a sense of expansion going on in those areas for you. And Jupiter is in Pisces until the 29th of July, so this is also beneficial and leads you on an intuitive search for the truth about the mystical, highlighting your psyche and expanding your understanding of that within yourself. Now Jupiter goes retrograde on the 20th of June, so from the 20th of June onwards is a changing in a way that you know what you might find yourself not wanting to continue on the path that you were thinking of going, and really examining your intrinsic moral code, experiencing your own integrity more instinctively, and really wanting to come from that place of integrity too, by the way. Not just follow along with things just because. Okay? But Jupiter can have you campaigning for the underdog. Now Neptune is in Pisces as well. So Neptune is also in this area. And this is about forgiveness, forgiving yourself. Really understanding that, you know, we all have to deal with the three-dimensional world and the life that we have in that three-dimensional world, but there are many dimensions, and really sort of looking into the many dimensions, parallel lives, yeah, that kind of thing. Okay, so Your psychic abilities are highlighted here, and so are your the artistic side of yourself. You may even discover an artistic side of yourself that you didn't even know you had. Music is one of the healing antidotes. And you could really see yourself deciding that other aspects of your mind, like your beliefs and your intuition and your sensitivities, are more important now. So for those of you that might be new to meditation or prayer, all this new Neptunian energy is very inspiring. So it's very favourable for not only musicians and writers, but artists, mystics, and it's forgiving and compassionate energy, and it's all here in this 5th house of pleasure and where you find your joy and where you find your fun. So there's changes in the patterns of growth here, but it is ultimately taking you out of the humdrum and allowing you to dip your toe into the experience of other dimensions. The moon is in your 3rd house, the full moon in Capricorn on the 24th of June. This is peak energy affecting this area of communication, short distance journeys, transportation, the trades, journalism, youth, speech, education, your neighbours and your siblings. And the Capricorn frequency isn't the most favourable place for the moon, but it does help you keep a cool, calm reaction to any situations, okay? And the moon rules the common people and their needs. So there could be a tendency for moaning and groaning and a bit of moodiness around in your neighbourhood, but it can be a time where you can also impress others. Okay, so that's the moon in Capricorn on the 24th. And Pluto is also in Capricorn. So Pluto can have you going back over things, back over the same thing over and over and over again. But in retrograde, it's letting you know that there is no rehearsal. You just require to gather your strength and courage to use your new skills and forge a new way for yourself. It's impossible now with Pluto retrograde for you to stay under an illusion. So you will realise, if anything, that you have been under an illusion about, because your reality gets tested when Pluto is retrograde. So the 7th of October it will be retrograde until, so all through June, July, August, September, October. So the next few months these sort of things are going to be revealed to you, and they'll be revealed through someone who you may be very close to. There's also fated incidences and encounters with or to someone who you are close to, ordeals, obstacles and tribulation, and profound soul searching. A true test of faith is being highlighted here, and especially from the moon in Capricorn on the 24th of June. Okay, so paradoxically, as Pluto is very paradoxical frequency, you may find yourself as a result letting go of a cherished idea, person or goal, and sort of willingly letting it go so that it can change and evolve into its new form. Not sort of, forcing some sort of submission. Yeah, that Scorpio energy there in Pluto. But you can use it the right way, where, yes, it may have been a cherished idea or goal, but doesn't mean that you won't get that cherished goal. It just means that it needs to shapeshift, and it's got a fated quality with it. So there's fateful events. So really needing to keep your faith and remembering that your answer is yes. You are going to get what you want. And what you've been working so hard for also. Now, the sun here is in Gemini, and there is a solar eclipse. So the moon will be eclipsing the sun on the 10th of June in Gemini. So set your intentions, and our energy is given a boost from this solar eclipse, and the effects of it are very long lasting. And being in the 8th house, it will, over the next 8 months, you will be dealing with things like joint resources, emotional values, endings and beginnings, birth and rebirth. The 8th house governs renewal, the occult, regeneration, taxes, legacies. All of that is highlighted here. This is also the sex house, so sexuality is also highlighted. And the Gemini energy is one where, you know, from the 10th of June onwards, you could have your phone ringing all the time with this new moon solar eclipse. But the answer is likely to be yes, because this is usually a very good frequency. It could be new work, and your will to move forward will be highlighted. All in this 8th house area to do with other people and other people's resources. Mercury is also retrograde here in this 8th house. So putting those final touches on any projects and things turning out better than what you think, because you've had to reboot, you've had to review, you've had to revisit, you've had to redo things because of annoying mishaps. And also it's a message of hearing from someone from your past. That fated quality this month is really prominent. And there's also that feeling of fluctuation going on here. So the Mercury in Gemini loves talking, communicating and getting information. So, and there also could be a short journey that you go on as well. So enjoying that. And Venus is in Cancer, and that is here in the 9th house area for you. So, this is about kindness, it's about sympathy, it's a powerful protective instinct, very mothering or smothering in a relationship in some instances, but also it is connected to nostalgia from the past. So someone that you are going to be so happy to reconnect with is coming back here in with this Venus in Cancer in June. Now there is a long-lasting friendship associated with Venus in Cancer, love and affection, beautifying the home, home crafts, doing creative cooking, and shrewd investment, as well as steady growth of capital, because Venus is the planet of love and beauty, gifts, pleasure and happiness, luxury, wealth and money. And it's all here in the area of your higher knowledge, religion, law, long distance travel, your perspectives and your goal. So anything new that you are starting this month, which is full of potential, could bear some very positive fruit. Now whether that's a new job that you're looking for or a new creative endeavour that you branch out on that actually brings you some financial rewards, all of that is being highlighted there. And full of unlimited possibilities. Now Mars is also in Cancer until the 12th of June, which has been very helpful for getting a lot accomplished. And from the 11th, 12th of June, depending on where you live, Mars is moving into Leo until the 29th of June. So that's moving into this area of the zenith of the wheel, with this very helpful King of Swords, air sign man. Either could be a lawyer, could be a judge, military, businessman, or a boss, or even a much loved family member. Air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Now Mars in this area is well complemented. Mars likes being in Leo, and it's excellent for organisational abilities and powers of leadership. The Leo energy is extrovert, but be careful of not being too pushy. Sex life is rewarding this month for Scorpios, so you could be finding yourself attracting the opposite sex, or a lot of sensual attention. Careful of your temper. Temper with Mars, so forgive and forget quickly, because there's a real flare of colour connected to this Mars in Leo energy as well, and a really good time for getting a checkup on your heart, because Leo rules the heart. And we could see a lot of dancing going on out there. Mars in Leo loves to dance. Okay, and this is in the outer world. This is what you're dealing with when you're out in the world. So there could be cause for celebration by the looks of that. Okay. Now also with Saturn is also retrograde, and Saturn is here in Aquarius. It's in your 4th house until the 11th of October. So there's remodeling and shaping new boundaries. Okay. There's a need here for reflection, and something is coming to an end so that you can make room for the new. And Uranus is over here in the 7th house, getting things whipped up a bit, because Uranus is the planet of the unexpected. Something out of the blue, something sudden. Uranus rules science and electricity, radical change. It's the planet of freedom and liberation, and has an element of surprise. So that's all connected with your business dealings, partnerships of all kinds, marriages, groups, the public, lawsuits, legal affairs. It's the area that governs balance and harmony. So trying to get some balance and harmony may not be as easy as you would like, because the Uranus energy is unconventional, it's futuristic, it's in Taurus, so beauty and nature are very highlighted, hence why there's so much attention being paid to our Mother Earth at the moment. climate change and all of that. So yes, so Uranus is going to bring an element of surprise with it, but you've got that Eight of Wands there, and that is about love finding its mark, and it is also a message to you of not to give up, okay, and swift action and things happening quickly and taking a trip. You do need to keep up because the Uranus energy is very fast in your partnerships, keeping up with everything, okay? Alright, so now I'll just ask for your confirmation card here, Scorpios, from the Animal Tarot. What message is there for Scorpio for June? What would you like to confirm for them? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Alright, Scorpio, so your animal message is the Eight of Spring, and it is bee energy. So your bee medicine is, you've been Eight of Spring, bee medicine. So your bee medicine message is, you've been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. While this may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven sends your way. Grateful for the blessings that heaven sends. Lovely. So keep the faith. Have the faith. Okay? Don't give up. You're nearly there. Okay, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me for your monthly reading. Please do click on the like and share with all your friends. If you want to contact me to get a deeper reading, more personal reading, then my email address is in the description box below. Click on the subscribe button and the little bell next to it so that you don't miss next month's Zodiac Wheel reading. Until next month, namaste.